and thank you for joining us for another episode of Talk the Talk with me, Desh Bechin. So, as you all know, even though this platform was created for women in motoring South Africa, I have been conducting tons of interviews with some of my special male friends and colleagues in motoring. My compilation of influential men in motoring South Africa has been my pride and joy for the last 2 months. Now, I have never encountered Bobby Petkov, the owner of Mit-Mak Motors, but thought that I should invite him based on the information about him provided by the incredibly tenacious and inspirational ladies of which serve as employees at Mit-Mak Motors. Viewers, business is an art, and not everyone knows to master this art. Bobby has been described as a person that have the inborn qualities to be a successful entrepreneur, where others have to work to develop these qualities. First and foremost, it is said that Bobby is passionate, and I guess no one can achieve anything if they do not have the passion for reaching that goal. As a result of his absolute passion, motivation is created in his entrepreneur's mind as he takes on new tasks and learns new things in order to reach that goal. His motivation is what keeps his blood running, helping him to overcome obstacles as he advances towards his goal. He is also said to be one that knows when to take risks and which risks will be beneficial or harmful to the company or himself. What's more prominent for most of Bobby's staff members is that he is a creative thinker with loads of ideas constantly flowing through his mind. This drastic ability to think of a wide range of new ideas helps the business to initiate different types of business in a unique and creative way. He is an inspiration to his team and colleagues in the industry and a catalyst for change in terms of women moving up the ranks in his business. And truly, as a journalist who made it my personal duty to research Bobby Petkov, I personally have not heard a single negative word of this leader in motoring South Africa. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you my guest for today, Bobby Petkov, and this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hi.
Wow.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi.
Wow. Was it a wow?
Yes. Love the intro. I'm gonna just text my mom and say thank you very much for helping you with that because wow, that was, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, as I said, it was what your staff had relayed to me and related about you to me. So it's absolutely an honor to have met you. I have never, like I said, encountered you anywhere in my career before, and we've had about a 30-minute chat before we sat here, and I'm also in awe now. You've converted me. I am a Bobby fan.
Thank you so much.
Everyone has an uncle called Bob.
Yes.
So Bobby, I'm now so intrigued. I want to start off with, where did your motoring journey begin?
Wow, always had a love for the motor industry, for cars. Started working for a dealership while I was in standard 9. So after school, I would go and help out and move a few cars around, and then eventually started selling. I had a passion for sales. I've got a passion for people. I always say to my staff, if you cut me a little bit open, salesman comes out. It's not blood. So sales has always been exciting. It's what keeps me like going to the next stage.
Yes.
So standard 9, matric, worked at the dealership selling cars. Straight after matric, started working full-time as a salesperson and did very well. And yeah, the rest is history. Opened the dealership a couple of years after that and been pushing hard.
How many years has it been?
It's been 17 years.
Gosh, Mit-Mak I thought it was just an overnight success.
Yeah, it is. 17 years overnight success. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Bobby, let's talk about what you enjoy most about your work.
I think my number one fulfillment during the day is people. From the moment I walk in, I want to greet everybody. I want to look at them in the eyes, check your body language. Are you excited to be there today? If not, why not? Try and figure out what's your hot button. What can I what can I use to motivate you? So I think people and interacting with different personalities is what drives me. It's awesome. That's my why.
Oh, and you know, it's been addressed in the past in terms of women taking motoring seriously, and you know, there's place for women in the motoring industry. How can you inspire young people to become motivated and welcome them into the motoring industry?
So women in the motoring industry, from my experience, are, I believe, as strong, even stronger than men, because to get to a position, you've met the woman in our motor company. Wow, very strong. So to get to a position where they lead a team, they've had to undergo a lot more adversity than men, because it's unnatural for you know, it used to be, it's not anymore. Hopefully it will never be again in the future, but it's unnatural for men to take orders from a lady. And it takes enough humility and enough humbleness from the ladies to be able to work hard, get the skill required, get the knowledge, you know, keep the passion alive, to get to a stage where they can lead a team, whether it be F&I sales, you know, any department. Workshop, we've got a lady workshop manager who is just, she's a next level human. But I think it's the passion for people as well that created that success for the ladies at our dealership.
Yes, and thank you for offering these unconventional or unusual, you know, roles, workshop and service. And you know, it's so important that women can navigate through these difficulties in terms of finding that role, and when they have an example to look up to, I think it makes it easier for them to know that that goal can be achieved. So
Absolutely.
Thank you for being a catalyst, as I said earlier on, in providing these roles for women to take on. So Bobby, personally or professionally, who's played an integral role in your experiences, in your growth in the motoring industry?
So I think from a young age, definitely my mom. We're an immigrant family, so came to South Africa without, you know, without speaking English, without having any friends, and you know, I never was good at school. My marks were always questionable, but my mom was always there for me and said, look, you'll find your why. Maybe school's not your thing, but you will find your thing. Just keep on passing, and then, you know, don't save me the embarrassment of doing like standard 7 twice or 3 times. So she's definitely been, you know, a foundation that I always can rely on and stand on strong. Yeah, my dad as well, work ethic, just next level work ethic. Even as a 59-year-old man, you know, outworks me most days.
Wow.
Not all the time, but most days outworks me. And yeah, it's been a long journey. 17 years has, you know, brought a lot of different people and personalities into my life that have taught me things which are good and some which are not good. But you know, that navigated my
so there was a woman power behind the success.
Absolutely.
And now you can speak English fluently and jy kan Afrikaans praat.
Yeah, so bietjie.
See? That's so bietjie. So yeah, what do you enjoy? Who is Bobby? Who's Bobby at home? What do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
I'm actually very, very shy.
Okay.
People that know me at work don't think so, but I'm very shy. I'm very to myself. I enjoy spending time with my wife. She's my, you know, she's my number one woman.
Another woman.
Yeah, yeah. If I've got a couple of minutes free, I really enjoy learning. So love reading, Audible, you know, watching YouTube videos on people that have made it in a business environment, and that I love watching the people that haven't made it and try and decipher what went wrong and try and avoid that landmine. But yeah, very shy to myself. You know, I like quiet and peace. I've got lots of drama and moving parts during the day, so at home, just chilled, relaxed.
Chill.
Yeah.
Bobby, I know in a role like yours, it's important to stay motivated and to stay on top of your game and above water. What type of people do you like to surround yourself with?
Ooh, personality-wise, I love different personalities because each and everybody can bring a certain dynamic. In my opinion, the best salespeople will be a little bit more introverted because they are a little bit more system driven.
Yeah.
So they understand that it's not only about being out there, it's about having a vision, having a plan, following a certain structure. Yeah. When it comes to F&I department, I love the loud girls, the outgoing,
yes.
you know, the go-getters.
Persistence.
Persistent girls. A service department also a little bit more introverted, a little bit more calmer of personality, and I enjoy them all.
So if you have those characteristics, you know where to go for a job. So what do you think you've contributed? So you know that this platform was created, I told you, for women in the motoring industry and outside the motoring industry. But I think men have also found a home here at Women Talk. And thank you to all the guys that support me. But I think I've invited men that have contributed to the motoring industry. What values, what do you think you've contributed to motoring South Africa?
So we have a phenomenal cadetship program.
Okay.
This is where we take a lot of young people that, between the ages of 18 and about 30, that don't have necessarily a formal education or a degree or something fancy from a university, but that have fire. So if I can see a little spark in the interview, I will take that person as an intern, and we'll just pour petrol on the fire and see what happens. And we've had phenomenal success. A story, just a quick one, will be a youngster that came to us earning, I think it was about 6,800 Rand when he entered the cadetship program. Just a very hardworking person that doesn't take no for an answer, wants to learn the whole time. And 2 years later, walked into my office, and for the first time I started crying. He said to me, I want to give you a hug, gave me a hug and said, I've bought my mom a house. Thanks to the cadetship program. And there's lots of stories like that. So yes. I think we give back by taking in people that would have never had the opportunity to work with a dynamic team like ours, and train them, teach them, and put them out there and create income for themselves and their families.
Well done, Bobby. That is so admirable, really.
Thank you.
You melted me there for a bit. Let me get back to my interview. Okay. So as you know, and I said earlier on, our platforms were created for women in motoring South Africa, and many have found a home here with Women Talk. How do you feel about Motoring South Africa having their own little organization like this to empower people in the motoring trade? And remember, we've done some research as well. There are no platforms like this in any industry in South Africa. So how do you feel about that?
It's awesome. I think the motor industry specifically, one of the reasons why I really love this industry is the motor industry doesn't care if you're an immigrant child. It doesn't care if you're black or white. It doesn't care if you're Indian or colored, male or female.
Bulgarian or Indian, yes.
Yes. If you can serve a customer, no matter in what department, it will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. So irrelevant male, female, ladies come in and they just excel past the men because they pour the passion into the interaction with people rather than chase the financial reward. So I believe there's definitely a need for a show like this. I'm very glad to be a part of it.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the success in the world. I know it will grow.
Yes, definitely. With Bobby's sponsorships and contributions, it will.
Absolutely.
So Bobby, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
In terms of your ideals and values, what are your life ideals?
So I'm a competitor. I love to compete. So that motivates me. I always want to, number one, push myself.
Yes.
to see how far I can push myself and the team around me. I want to see if I can reach a point where I've taken you to your limit.
Yes.
In the sense where you know, you come to me and say, Bobby, this is overwhelming. I don't know what to do now. And then I'll show you. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is how we go beyond your limit or what you thought was your limit. So that's the competitiveness in me is definitely very high up there.
Yes.
You know, I love to see people get financially rewarded. It's awesome to see, you know, person's income, unlike other industry where it stays stable for many years and climbs, hopefully, depending on how the union is strong, 4% or 7%, where in the motor industry it can climb drastically.
Yes.
So where, you know, it's unheard of to double your salary every 2 or 3 months in another industry. It's absolutely possible in the motor industry.
Yes.
And I think the family vibe that the motor industry creates is something that I also resonate to. It's a big family,
yes,
you know, and
is.
it keeps on growing. You've
And
got the
everyone
mommy,
knows everyone.
yeah, you've got the mummy, you've got the little sister that needs a bit of guidance.
Right.
It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby, I just want to say thank you so much for taking our time from your busy schedule and joining me in studio. And likewise, I pray and I hope that Mit-Mak will grow from strength to strength. You're doing an amazing
Thank
job.
you very much,
and
man.
it's amazing that our children can actually have and idolize someone like you. And I'm ready to tell your story.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay, so viewers, thank you for following us on all our platforms. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, powered by Sariti Solutions, are aimed at providing a platform to share our experiences and to educate the future generations to explore the endless and exciting career opportunities in motoring South Africa. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Women Talk, and please don't forget we have thousands of vehicles on sale to choose from countrywide on our vehicle listing portal at www.womentalk.co.za. And remember, viewers, we only advertise for trustworthy and reputable bank accredited dealerships. Ladies, persistence is the most basic and essential quality of a successful entrepreneur, because even good entrepreneurs experience failures and hurdles. But with persistence, you're able to pick yourself back up and keep moving towards your goal. These characteristics are qualities of which Bobby highlighted today will help you become the successful entrepreneur you aim to be. Look for these qualities in yourself and continue to progress each day for the benefit of yourself and your company. Stay focused on making your businesses work. Don't let anyone sway you or make you believe that just because you are a woman, you cannot be a successful entrepreneur. Eliminate all hindrances and distractions to your goals and outline tactics to accomplish them. Again, as underlined in our conversation today, focus on the day-to-day operations of your business without disregarding your long-term goals, and remain disciplined enough to take steps every day towards the achievement of your objectives. You can and you will reach your dream, for if the mind can perceive it, then you shall achieve it. And no one ever became a success without taking chances. One must be able to recognize the moment and seize it without delay. And with that, please remember that the question isn't who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.